Okay, welcome. Week 3, Panthers versus Seahawks. Seattle is favored by 6 points. I am not going to take that. One thing I'll point out is the raw numbers have Seattle favored to win, but not by 6, 3.5. And then when I go through and I look at the adjusted point, this is where it's the model saying, "Hey, we've given too much credit to Seattle in the raw numbers." And then Carolina has overperformed what we expected. And when you take that in consideration, it adjusts it uh, uh, to where Carolina actually is favored to win. That notwithstanding, both of those numbers lead me to believe that a Seattle win by 6 points might be a bit aggressive. Uh, uh, Most like my guess is that odds pickers that they I think they overemphasize the advantage of home field advantage, and Seattle has long since been known as having the 12th man effect. But when we come back down, and by the way, that's what I try not to take into consideration here. I realize that home field advantage can be something. I'm just not sure at the pro level that it's as much as what sometimes people would make it out to be. Um, so then when I come down here, Carolina's got some good positives. They got a really good rushing game, which means that they're going to be able to control the ball. And then they've got a really good pass defense. Now, granted, their pass rank is what you would expect from a rookie quarterback. He's not very good yet. We'll see if he becomes very good. But that notwithstanding, I'm not surprised to hear, and they're probably not asking him to do much as well. That's my guess. I haven't really watched a lot of them. And then when you come over here, this is what I would really expect to see from an offense that has a veteran quarterback in Geno Smith, who is, let's just be honest, he's been a backup most of his career for a reason. He is a good backup and a mediocre starter, and the numbers reflect exactly that. So then when we go to the next slide, and again, you see a lot of parity here. A slight advantage in passing yards, slight advantage in this matchup for Carolina versus uh, uh, versus Seattle. You do see an advantage in the rushing game overall here. That again, that's that particular offense versus that particular defense. But again, that's still going to be a fairly low-scoring game. And so a 6-point favorite for what has been really two somewhat mediocre teams is a little surprising. Furthermore, when you come over here in the upper right, they can't they can't protect Geno Smith whatsoever. Another thing I point out is you look down here, very similar numbers with both of these. Neither team is particularly explosive. So in that case, it's running game versus running game, and those are going to tend to be low scoring, and that's exactly what the results here are pointing to. Carolina does a lot better job of protecting Bryce Young. I do see propensity for fumbles. Turnovers can make all the difference in the world in the game. This is showing that Seattle's a lot better protecting the ball. At this point in time, they just can't protect their quarterback. So that'll be an interesting matchup. But again, it'll be interesting to see how Bryce Young develops this year. It looks to me as though they're probably protecting him. They're doing a good job of protecting him physically and probably bringing him along slowly. We'll see what week 3 looks like. But I am going to be taking the under on this one. So anyhow, good luck with your pick.